Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries run-through of Nova Covert Ops in Starcraft 2, and in this episode, we are starting Chapter 3. Though publicly loyal to Emperor Valerian, the general believed that her actions would undermine his position and eventually remove him from power. When Nova revealed her findings to the Emperor, she expected him to order Davis's assassination, but he had other ideas. In the ensuing argument, Valerian insisted that they follow his own plan. Alone on the Bucephalus, Valerian then contacted Davis and told her he intended to step down as Emperor of the Terran Dominion, because he's a stupid person! Yeah.
Press any key to continue the story.
No, which is
you
here.
Press the key.
And here we see, yes, Davis had a thing specifically for a younger Mengsk. I don't believe that Davis is actually Valerian's mom in that case, but
Psi emitters have been augmented by technology recovered.
Very
from the
recognizable to see a
If
character in this
discovered,
future set
it will
game
trace
leaning
back
over a
to
tablet.
Valerian Mengsk.
so this does actually technically explain one of the big things that I was questioning a couple of parts ago, how the Defenders of Man got access to Psi emitter tech. Davis actually gave it to him from the stuff that that Valerian paid for, thanks to Nerud.
Yes.
The Emperor has arrived, General. He wants to make his announcement soon.
Does he? We'll be watching closely. If anything goes wrong, your orders are to kill that boy.
Because I am also stupid. Yeah.
I see the resemblance.
There's not much time left, Emperor. I know. Everything must go exactly as we discussed. Davis's forces will be focused on my security escort, expecting us to try something. You need to infiltrate the facility while they're
So
distracted.
see all these buildings here?
I've got it covered.
We're gonna demolish them.
Take
They
Davis
look
into
good right
custody and
now.
bring her to
You
the
just
balcony
think of
before
how
the end
much
my
structure
speech.
and arrangement we had
I'll
destroyed
announce
with
her
our
arrest as a Dominion.
explosives and
not
our
going to
resource
go
conversion.
Now, Cloud,
She
we
won't
are
have a
actually
choice
on. We are
after
actually
this.
on
No.
Core Hall, so we can't
I'm
go
counting
around
on
just destroying the infrastructure because we want to, still maintain our political power after the mission is over. To the point where we are doing an infiltration style mission in the enemy's shadow. Hey,
Been
Raggle.
running scans on Davis's compound. Unfortunately, their security appears to be quite thorough.
That's why they're sending me.
Indeed. Davis's communications have revealed that she'll be watching the speech from inside her office. However, you will have to take a long route through the compound in order to
I mean,
reach
she
her.
should probably be watching
So
the
it's either
speech.
stealth
Watching
or
the speech
full
in a
force.
common area. To be perfectly
gear up
honest, it would
accordingly.
be safer there.
How do I get inside?
Patrols are light in the sewers located below the building. You should be able to infiltrate the area without too much trouble.
And yes, this does mean that this campaign has a sewer level in it. We're only here for a couple of minutes, though. So, one of the new pieces of tech that we got was the plasma rifle. I'm never going to use it. It's not that it's bad. It's actually relatively good, specifically against medium/armored units. However, we're never going to fight the Zerg again, so it doesn't matter that it's good against medium/armored units because we're fighting either Terran or Protoss for the rest of the campaign, and the only armored units that Terran actually possesses that I would care about are siege tanks, and the only armored units that I would care about on the Protoss that we're going to be fighting would be the Immortals, and I have answers for both of those already. So, no, we're not going to be using it.
It's nice to know what the enemy composition consists of before you go into the rest of the game, so you realize, well, I got used to using this, but I don't need it anymore. Time to...
But we never got to use the plasma rifle, sadly. Although, ironically enough, this is a mission where we could use the plasma rifle despite the fact that we didn't pick it. This is the only mission that has this particular gimmick, and I will explain it once it comes up. But yeah, as we sit on a loading screen that I should have cut out. Oh well. All right, Nova.
Confirm that last.
Behold our powers of permanent cloak.
I'm in.
Head toward these coordinates. They'll lead you into the rest of the compound.
Right. I'm counting on you to be my eyes down there.
We have a security breach. Send reinforcements.
There's an interesting energy reading coming from this room. Take a moment to investigate.
And this is going, and after successfully investigating this energy reading, it is actually one of the primary pieces of gear that we need for this mission.
Help! There's someone here.
The visor. I should be able to control one of the defenders pretty.
Specifically, this Thor. Haha! There's an achievement for successfully guiding this Thor all the way through the sewers and into a repair bay.
Loud and clear. Say again.
Hello, my
Wait,
ghosty
there's a
little
laser
friend.
detector ahead of you.
I will
I believe a
follow you
flashbang
to the
grenade
ends of
disabled.
Core Hall.
I don't have any. But I bet this visor will get one of the defenders to do the job for me.
Yes, like this.
Confirm
What
that.
the hell is that Thor doing? Get it out of here!
Excuse
Using your
me,
enemies against each other.
I dropped my yo-yo over here. I sure hope the string is still attached.
Nova here. Got it.
As Annotations Granite mentions here, if you steal this Thor, you can actually fight your way all the way through this segment relatively easily. We are choosing not to do that specifically because as long as we actually have a cloaked Nova, it is relatively simple to just take down the enemy ghosts and bring both bring both Nova and
A sense
the
of drone
Thor
is near your
to where we need to
You
go.
can destroy it or keep your distance.
Say again. Got it.
Can you repeat that right? Oh, alright. I
Status
think you almost got caught there.
Yes, I almost got caught there.
Listen
Because it
close.
had to think about it first, saying, well, I see something, but I need a closer look.
I'm in command.
Unfortunately, this is not the correct hallway past Gurnett. Damn
I'm
it.
reading you. Loud and clear.
I mean, I was hoping it was the correct hallway. It has a door that the Thor can fit through clearly, but nope. This is the primary gimmick of this mission. Because we are infiltrating a space and we may actually require, slightly different gear. There are gearboxes thrown around that actually have a bunch of different stuff for us to try and use if we want to. I'm gonna be honest, a majority of the time these are actually really useless. There is exactly one very powerful and important secret available at the very end of the map that you have to use these for.
Loud and clear.
Did anybody else see that big explosion? Oh gosh. I sure hope we find the one who had launched the explosives.
Consider it done.
You're almost out of the sewers, Nova. The exit is just
Come on, my big mechanical arm and bipedal friend.
Confirm that last.
All right,
I'm in command.
push the Thor through the sensor, and then have Nova go through the sensor.
I'll make it happen.
Nice.
Listen closely.
Cross the red laser just in time.
Loud and clear.
All right, and this is the bay that the Thor needs to get to.
Executing.
Can I get some repair?
Yay!
Don't ask me how it broke.
Say again. Acknowledged.
Unfortunately, after we successfully repair it, we can't actually use the Dominus visor on him again. So that is sad.
Yeah. Don't mind that invisible pushing force behind you, sir. Excuse me.
I'll make it
There's a lot of weirdness going on today. Ask the Thor. He knows all about it.
Yes, he was on the other end of the sewer, and now he's back here for some reason.
Okay. I've reached the inside of the compound.
General Davis is still in her office. She's not taking any chances until the speech is finished.
But she's also not actually watching
Two
the
security
speech.
rooms are monitoring the door's locking mechanism. You'll need to get to them and override the controls before the Emperor finishes his speech.
On it.
All right, and this is the majority of the next two parts. I do actually enjoy going through this mission, but Jesus Christ, am I very slow at it. As Rigel has mentioned, our primary goal is to figure out a way to get to Davis and then get her into custody. We have a mini-boss fight at the end of this level, and it's not Davis herself, but we do have a mini-boss fight that's relatively important to note.
Consider it done.
The military research division here was well funded. My scans show they might be storing equipment in these locations.
That's worth looking into.
As long as you're actually sniping the ghosts as you go through, Nova can actually get through most of these with just her standard stealth suit. She does need her stealth suit though.
I'll make it happen.
And
We have entered the inner chambers. I'm gonna paint your white floors red.
With bullets.
Got it.
These sonar drones are armed with EMP technology. Take caution not to disturb them, Nova.
Yes, by sniping them in the faces.
Oh, Nova, by the way, you really don't want to get detected by anything for that matter, because everything you could potentially be detected by presents a severe compromise to your broader objective.
Yay! We used the Dominus visor in order to open the door.
Now for the other one.
Nice.
Strictly
Mind
business.
control.
Loud and clear.
They put the wires under the rug.
I'll make it happen.
Well, yeah, that's how you're supposed to put wires, Mr. Cloud.
Consider it done.
I mean, you'd think. I mean, this is a pretty swanky looking digs here. You'd think that they could have like put it under the floor panel or something.
The thing is, it's not made entirely clear, but we're relatively certain that this is a new-ish base for the Defenders of Man, since they're, since they weren't actually a faction for most of StarCraft 2 prior to this.
I say, it's a pulse emitter.
Consider it done.
You must destroy the pulse emitter.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Sensor drone down.
Loud and clear.
And Ghost is down. Good.
Got it.
Nice.
And from here we can just take down the rotary sensor.
Boink. Boink.
On the move.
Boink.
All right. Then I was supposed to mind control the Marauder in order to not trigger that alarm. Oh well.
Acknowledged.
Mostly because now I have to wait for my energy to recharge, and my energy actually recharges relatively slowly from 0.
Loud and clear.
I think the military tech that we just got.
Find the
No,
enemy.
I don't remember what it is. I just know that it's relatively important for. Yeah, I think it's actually the tactical warp drive for the battle cruiser that we will be able to build next mission.
Executing.
But I must say, this has to be one of the cleanest looking environments I've seen yet in a StarCraft game.
I sense something.
Nova here.
Thank you, Mr. Ghost.
Consider it done. Confirm that last. Got it.
What was that you were saying? Psh, I understand.
Davis's office is still on.
I know, Rigel. I'm going
You'll
for
need
the other
to visit
bonus
both of the
objective.
security rooms to open it.
Of course it's on lockdown. You think they're just gonna...
Loud
I
and
mean,
clear.
sure, they can't determine who did it, but, like, we've already killed, like, 15 people since we infiltrated this facility.
So, in the next part, we're going to discover a really interesting Easter egg, and we're also going to, attempt to save the Terran Dominion from a planetary invasion from a faction that I have deep-seated hate
Confirm
towards.
that last.
Bleh.
Listen closely. Nova here.
Thank you, Mr. Scientist.
Consider it done.
He's got his hands over his head like, get out of my head. Get out of my head.
Unfortunately, it takes the Dominus Visor a bit of time in order to actually recharge its cooldown. So we have to figure. We have to, attempt to kill some stuff on our way through.
Status report.
In order to get to the other bonus objective unlock.
Davis's forces were conducting advanced weaponry tests in this sector.
And boink.
Let's have a look at their findings, shall we?
Can't wait.
Hey guys, what you up to in here? You cooking stuff?
Business.
They're fire bats. They're not really cooking anything.
Consider it done.
Who is that?
Oh, it's nobody. It's just, people dying from spontaneous applications of bullets to the head. It happens.
Got it. Acknowledged.
All right.
I mean,
It takes us a bit to take down this rotary sensor.
do we have any more invisible grenades?
I mean, it's not really invisible. It just deals biological damage instead of explosive damage.
Rigel, I've gotten a hold of the advanced weaponry, and there's a lot of it.
All right, be safe, everybody.
That's what I was hoping for.
Boink.
Oh God, what was that?
It's just a box.